earthquake is the most dangerous natural disaster that could ever happen to us. There's no warning to it, there's no knowing when would it happen, there's no knowing when would it strike, and this could even lead to a calamity. On September 30, 2025, a sudden powerful shaking wakes the Cebuano people. Resulting to buildings and houses collapsing, roads breaking, and even people and animals losing their lives.
Uy, ayaw, dali, dali!
Oh my God, ang stall! Okay kayo!
A trauma. A trauma most people will never forget, and a nightmare that will haunt us in our sleep. As I remember, that was Tuesday night when it happened. I was doing my activities, thinking it was a normal night. I was debating with my friend for a specific activities. And then, at 10 p.m., an event that I will never forget happened in my life. At first, it wasn't strong. So, me and my cousin stayed still, thinking that it would stop soon. However, as second goes by, the shaking on the ground grows stronger and stronger, a lot stronger. That's why we shouted for help. We ran outside the room, thinking that we should go out. What if the building collapses, right? Though, because we're on the second floor, we couldn't get out easily. We stayed still in our room, outside in our room, praying to God, asking help to stop the shaking the ground. I was scared, like really scared, thinking, what if we're going to die here? What if the building collapses? What about my family? Like what happened to them? We were scared because we experienced something like this while we're away from our family. And after the shaking stopped, we went outside and stayed there for a while. We contacted our family and I was crying. Me and my cousin was crying and shaking, wanting to go home. As we looked into the internet for news, my heart broke like into pieces. Seeing those people who were hurt and lost their lives, crying and begging for their loved ones to come back to life. And there, all I could think of was, I was lucky. We were lucky enough to be alive and not hurt because of that incident. However, it didn't stop there. The aftershock to that earthquake never stopped till today. We still experience aftershocks that don't feel like an aftershocks because they're strong. Then, last October 10, 2025, it happened again in Mindanao.
Diyanig ng magnitude 7.4 na lindol ang malaking bahagi ng Mindanao bago mag-alas 10 Biyernes ng umaga. Natukoy ng PHIVOLCS ang epicenter sa laot ng Manay, Davao Oriental.
It leads me to asking, like, what's happening? Is this the price of being a greedy human being? Like, parusa ba to? Like, or maybe a little reminder to never stop our faith in Him. What we experienced was a never-ending nightmare that haunts us to this day. A trauma that we will never forget. But we're hoping that we heal and rise from this nightmare. What's happening right now is traumatizing. Like really traumatizing. There's no explanation to it, though it helps us strengthen our bond to our family. It made us realize that life is short and we should always have faith in Him. So please, keep safe everyone, because every life's matter.